Hey everybody, welcome back. Excited to do another video. It's been a couple months since I've been on the simulator last, so let's talk about some of the new stuff we have going on. So I last night installed the Sim Update 5, and I was excited to see how that would affect my simulator here with our 3 scenery monitors and the 2 instrument panel monitors. And I was pleasantly surprised. I found that I actually got a sizable boost in frame rate. So before we were able to operate on high settings as a maximum, we couldn't hit ultra, and on high around the New York City area, we were dropping into the low 20s or even down below 20 frame rate. We would see it get as low as 17. So now with Sim Update 5, we're seeing that the frame rates are quite a bit better. So I'm sitting here right now in California at Los Alamitos Airport. We're on the ground and we're looking at 31 FPS, and right now I am on ultra, and I have the render scaling. I think I have the render scaling turned down to 150. Let's just double check that. Make sure that I'm not lying to anybody. So we got 150 on terrain level of detail and object level of detail. If we go to ultra, those are at 200. So I think I turned this down just to get the frame rate just slightly better. I was finding that yes, frames were good, but the frames would freeze every once in a while. So we'll go back to that. So we got custom, so it's ultra with 150 and 150, and we have our render scaling set to 100. So the goal for today is to do a quick flight on the PilotEdge network. So we're talking a live ATC. We're also going to be on the NeoFly app, which is also another new thing that I downloaded yesterday. So I'm still in the process of trying to get all of that running properly. So stuff like the NeoPad, the iPad the in-app iPad, I haven't gotten that working yet. It's throwing me an error saying that the port that it's trying to use to communicate is already taken. I'm wondering if maybe PilotEdge is using that port already. So I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that still. So yeah, anybody who has a simulator knows that the troubleshooting never ends, and when updates come out, it throws absolute mayhem. So I'm probably 2 to 3 hours into getting everything back and working again with this setup. So let's see how the video goes today. So yeah, I mentioned we have some new stuff. So Sim Update 5 is one new piece. NeoFly is another new piece. A third new piece is if the camera shows it here. So I have a Honeycomb Bravo that arrived recently that I plugged in, and last night I did some tuning of it to get it working for our general aviation setup that we're rolling with lately. I'm going to turn on the action cam here and give you a quick look around. So there's our Bravo. Now this looks a little different than you might be used to. I ordered some 3D parts. So one of the things I ordered is the 3D cover that looks like general aviation trim wheels. So I ordered that. One thing that I'm finding annoying is that in the simulator, there's an annoying sound. You'll hear the click-clack as soon as I roll this. I don't recall hearing that before. And same thing if I hit the trim beepers on the Alpha, you hear it there as well. I don't recall hearing that before, but if anybody knows anything about that, is that new Sim Update 5, or did I just not notice it before? So another couple things. So that's 3D printed. Then I also have a 3D printed throttle lever here. So if I push both the mixture and throttle forward, what's nice about that is it's a nice chunky throttle like you would find in something like a Piper aircraft, which is what I'm used to flying in the real world. So I just felt I'll hold up the stock one that it comes with. So I just felt like there's, quite a realism difference between those two. It's nice to be moving a throttle that feels more similar to what you would feel in the real aircraft. So yeah, I ordered these two items, the chunky throttle and the thumb wheel, and I actually ordered the second chunky throttle so that if I do want to fly twin aircraft, I have two of them. And I will show you in a second where I ordered those from, so that if you want to order yours as well, if you don't have a 3D printer, you can order those online. Another thing, I don't know if I've flown with it on YouTube yet, is the pedals here. So I ordered the Logitech pedals, and I went through the YouTube mod of pulling out a little mechanical ball that creates a detent in the center. So I opened these guys up and pulled that little metal ball out, so that now I don't have any detent, so I can move the pedals pretty freely like you can in the aircraft without feeling like the thing wants to stick in the center. In terms of new stuff, I think that's about it. Anybody new to my flying setup should also see that I have a knobster here, so I can rotate the knob to control my radios and any other twisty-turny on my instrument panel. So yeah, I think that's it for the new stuff. Let's turn off the action cam and jump in the cockpit. So what are we going to do today? I'm thinking I started putting together a flight earlier. If I go to flying here. So this is our flight plan. We're in NeoFly, and I found some missions. I flew one to test it out already. Worked smoothly. We got paid for our flight that we did earlier. We made $8,000 because so I also have events. I think that's a purchased add-on, events, so that while you're flying your mission, they can drop unexpected stuff on you. So we were, actually, I think I can pull up the log. So this is what we were flying. We were flying to somewhere out here, I think. I don't know where. We were flying, we were about halfway there, and then all of a sudden we got a call on the radio, and they said you're going to have to divert due to competition in our cargo suppliers. So we ended up accepting. They said if you accept this, we're going to give you a nice paycheck for the inconvenience. So I think we were supposed to make $2,000 on this mission, and we ended up accepting the diversion mid-flight. And it's good practice, good real-world practice, that if you're flying, you got to make a quick decision. Do I have fuel to do this? Do I have performance to do this if there's mountainous terrain or anything like that? So we were good, plenty of fuel, no mountains to worry about, so we diverted and made our landing here at Los Alamitos, which is where we're sitting now, and that's going to be our starting point for our next mission. So yeah, we made a solid paycheck from that. So the next mission, we're starting here at Los Alamitos, and we stacked 2 missions. Since we were flying out in this direction, I figured we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So the first thing we're doing is flying. How do I make this go? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Anyways, yeah. So we're flying from Los Alamitos here out to this AJO. I don't recall what that stands for. And then from there, we're going to offload some cargo. We have 95 pounds of cargo there. If it tells us what it is. And then from there, so that'll pay us $2,200. And then from there, we're going to start back up and head back out to Ontario International Airport, which is, so this is AJO, so it's just barely north of there. And that'll make us another $2,600 paycheck. And we figured we were flying that direction anyways, so why not, make the additional stop. So if we do some flight planning in SkyVector to see what that's going to look like. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. So we're starting here at Los Alamitos. We're in a class Delta. I looked it up on PilotEdge. where am I looking? I looked it up on PilotEdge. So here's Long Beach. So that's a staffed airport on PilotEdge. Just to the east of that, you can see there's no blue dot. So here's Long Beach here. So just to the east of that is Los Alamitos, where we are. So there's no blue dot. So that's telling us that we're not going to have this airport staffed. So we're just going to make CTAF calls getting out of here. You can see there's a no-fly area here going on right now. So we're going to want to avoid that. So we'll fly north of there. You also have the class Charlie here anyways, which we wouldn't want to fly into. Of course, we could fly under it, but by that time we're probably going to be up. We can't go over 6,000, but we'll probably be around 3,500 around this point. So we're going to, and then it's Fullerton. What is Fullerton? Fullerton's also a delta. So I think what we're going to do is on takeoff. Let's see. Yeah, so Fullerton is surface 2,500. So let's take off, and by the time we get to Fullerton, we're going to be above 2,500, so we can fly over it. So as long as we're above 25 but below 6,000 here, we'll be good. And then in here, we're outside of the Bravo, so there's no worry there. We can fly direct to Corona Municipal Airport. So coming into Corona, we just need to worry about this class Charlie here and make sure that we're below 2,700 so that we're not entering the Charlie airspace. And I think that covers the first leg. So second leg, we'll take off from Corona. We'll contact SoCal Approach. So yeah, so I think we can do this entire leg here without contacting SoCal Approach. We can call them for VFR advisories if we want, and we might do that, but I don't think we need to. And then, yeah, coming into Fullerton, we'll see. We'll make the call depending on pilot workload. So we're going to take off from here, contact SoCal Approach on 135.4, and that's gonna get us inbound here. It's such a short leg. I don't even know if we can climb up to 3,000 by the time we get there. But we got Chino here. We're going to want to stay clear of their airspace, and they go up to 2,700. So we should probably, if we haven't contacted SoCal Approach, we need to steer clear of this until we're up with approach, and unless they give us a clearance through here. Yeah, so I guess we have the decision. Who do we want to call first? Do we want to call Chino and request a transition, or do we just want to fly this way and call? So let's do that. Let's plan to avoid their airspace, get up with approach, and they'll get us through this area. And I think that's about it for the flight planning, navigating, and communicating. What else do we have here? Oh, I said I was going to show you this before we got going. So I will include this link in the video description, but if anybody wants to see what I'm rolling with for a simulator setup, I have this Google Docs spreadsheet which shows you all of the parts that I took to build the PC. Here's a part picker link. You can click this link to see what you're looking at cost-wise to build this, and then this is a list of every single minor detail, part, and piece all combined together to build this simulator. So moving map. I have Avere on my phone that I'm using as a moving map. The GPS information from the simulator gets sent to the map. My instrument panels are using Air Manager. I have the Knobster. Radio stack using Mobi Flight. We're talking on PilotEdge. Career mode on Air Manager / we're now using NeoFly. 3D parts. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to refer you to. So High Saturn collectibles and I dig stuff. And then we also have the Seasons trees. I haven't reinstalled the Seasons and trees since Sim Update 5. I wanted to make sure that things were working one mod at a time before I just re-enabled everything. So that'll be next. So and then real quick. So down here on the right, here's the links to these 3D printed parts if either you guys if anybody's interested in that. So I opened those up already. So here's his Etsy page. I don't remember exactly which one I got. Probably, no, that's Bonanza. And then here's his eBay page. High Saturn Collectibles on eBay, and I dig stuff on Etsy. So thank you to him for printing this stuff out. It's working good and holding up well so far. So let's continue moving. So ATIS, we did check the ATIS leaving, that's Orange County, which is pretty close to Los Alamitos. 9 statute miles, overcast at 1,500. It's and we're sitting here on the ramp right now, and it looks clear enough to get started. Ontario, 5 statute miles. They have some haze, but it's clear. Winds are variable. Winds on takeoff are variable. So we'll have to listen to ATIS and see what they're doing for an airport. We already filed our flight plan. When we stop over at Corona, we're going to have to file a second flight plan and do that. Actually, we could probably file that. Yeah, we'll do it when we get there. Right. Other than that, yeah, and we're going to Ontario, which is this Class C. So they're covered. We'll be able to talk to them. That's Chino. So so even Fullerton isn't staffed. That's good to know. I think Fullerton is. Oh, this is Chino. Okay. Yeah. So when we get into Corona, we're making CTAF calls there as well. All right, let's hop in the aircraft. So here we are, cold and dark in the aircraft. I did notice that with the new update, I don't know if it's something with the update or if it's I changed my settings, my pilot operator settings in here. I turned off all of the notifications that pop up when you hover over stuff. That was annoying me. But in the process of doing that, I don't know if I messed with something else in terms of pilot assist, because I'm having trouble starting the aircraft for whatever reason. So if anybody has any ideas what that's about, I haven't figured it out yet. Before every flight, I make sure that my fuel port is where is it? That, not that. It's down here. Yeah. So before every flight, I make sure that the fuel port is closed. Make sure that we're on a tank that has fuel in it. We turn our boost pump on. We go full rich on the mixture. We crack the throttle. Of course, it's full forward now. We crack the throttle and we crank it. But for whatever reason, I've been having issues. So before I go for the first flight, since I'm not able to start the aircraft, I do the Control plus E and let the co-pilot start the aircraft for us. Then I can shut the aircraft down, and then on my own, I can close the fuel port, open it back, the fuel valve, open it back up, full rich on the mixture, fuel pump on, throttle cracked, crank it, and it starts right back up. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like a cold start thing that I'm not priming or using the right cold start procedure, but yeah, awkward. All right, let's get moving here. Now that we're 18 minutes into this and haven't done anything yet. Okay, so we're going to connect and fly. Usually she talks to us. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. So it looks like payload, current payload, oh, that's what it is. Yeah, so we're doing this live. This is my second time using this, so we'll have to see how. So payload, it wants more payload. Current payload is 340, so I owe it 373. So if we go back into the sim and do our payload, so it wants 373. 373. Let's see what that does.
Transporter from dispatch. Some tourists want to see how beautiful our region is from up above.
So we're overweight.
Transporter form dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
All right, so we're at max gross. But yeah, we have 24 gallons of fuel. Altogether, this is an hour of flying, so we should only burn about 10. So we have, over an hour of reserve here. So we're listening to them load up our aircraft.
Transporter, all tourists on board. Let's take some photos.
Oh no. What's going on there? Photos. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. Tourists. Yeah, so it did the wrong mission. I don't know what that's about. Quit the mission, yes. That's weird. Okay.
Transporter from dispatch, it's a cargo mission today. When you check the payload and the flight plan, please release your parking brake to start.
Current
Transporter
payload.
form dispatch. Loading cargo, please stand by.
Cargo, 300 pounds. Yeah, 205 plus 95. So it should be 300. So let's make sure we're not hurting ourselves here. So 300. That looks good.
Transporter, cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
Okay, I think that's better. Current payload 713. Due, missing. I don't know what that's about. Current payload. Missing 243. So maybe that just doesn't update. I don't know. It says it's happy right now, so I think we're going to roll with it. We're all loaded up. Back in the aircraft. Let's get we get our moving map up so you can see what we're doing. Alright, now we're ready to go. So, go masters on, beacons on. We're going to go fuel pump on, parking brake is set, mixture's full rich. We'll crack the throttle, we'll clear behind us, and all around. We're clear. Cranking. Okay, avionics coming on. We'll make that bigger. So we'll pop out all of our stuff here. Transponder. Autopilot. 430. 530. We'll set this to always on top. Okay. ATIS is 118.875. But we know we can't get ATIS here in the simulator. But what we can do is get the ATIS next door at Long Beach. So 127.75.
Temperature 21. Dew point 16. Altimeter 29906. Arriving and departing runways 26 left, 26 right, 30. Visual approaches in use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
November.
Long Beach Airport. 8 is information November. 1756 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. 1600 scattered. Temperature 21. Dew point 16. Altimeter 29906. Arriving and departing runways 26 left, 26 right, 30. Visual approaches in use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Right, we're good with that. Next, we want to talk to ground. There's no ground here, so we're just going to make call. Alright, tower's not open on PilotEdge, so we're going to make our calls on the CTAF, which 123.85. Let's see if that's the same. 123.85. Oops. 1. And then shortly thereafter, we're going to be contacting SoCal Approach on 121.3. So we'll get that in the standby. So I guess we are going to get flight following. 121.3. Okay. We already checked behind us. We'll do a quick run up here. So parking brake is still set. I'm on the brakes anyhow. I'm going to go up to 2,000 RPM. Pressures, temperatures are in the green. Fuel flow looks good. We'll go to the right engine. There's a little drop back to both. Left engine. Drop in RPM back to both. Right. And we're looking for suction pressure, vacuum pressure. We have it. Amps, amperage is good. And back to idle. We don't have any carb heat or any scavenge air in this aircraft. Okay. At idle, it operates nicely. It doesn't drop out on us. That's good. So let's make a call and we'll start rolling here. Let's see. They said runway 22. So we're going to use 22 right. Los Alamitos traffic, November 30316 is a Cessna taxiing from parking for runway 22 right, Los Alamitos. Okay, let's start rolling. Parking brake's coming off. Try not to hit this guy. Just missed him. Takes an awful lot of throttle to get taxiing here. And we're not going the right direction that we want to be. Did this thing lose us? This doesn't seem like it's following us. No GPS signal. We're going to be distracted drivers. It's definitely still listening. There it is. Sounds like a helicopter or something. It's probably that airplane right there. I wonder if that's a PilotEdger. Yeah, so frame rates, we're down at 26 right now. That's kind of lower than I was hoping it would be. And when I do that, it really struggles. I'm going to take a momentary delay down at the end here. And I think I'm going to go back to... Yeah, that's just a little laggy for me. So I'm going to go back to... Yeah, let's do 115. Sounds good. Apply and save. We'll hope that does something for us. And then I also wanted to kick this off. So now you guys are looking at my CPU temperature, GPU temperature, and utilization while we do this flight as well. FPS counter. Huh. I don't know why that's not working anymore. Alright, sorry. You don't get to, maybe I'll add another one. Gonna do a million things at once here. Maybe we won't do that. Move. Alright, sorry, you're gonna have to take my word for it what our FPS is. Because this guy doesn't do it right for whatever reason. Monitoring. On screen display. Yeah, I never really figured out how to work Afterburner super well. It's clearly not working so well. That's average. What if I do just frame rate? There it is. But 135 we know for a fact is not right. So I don't know what the story is with that. Microsoft's telling me that I'm doing 28 right now, so you know what? I'm just going to get rid of that because I don't want to be false advertising for people. Trying to do too many things at once in one video. Go for a flight and show off the system performance. Alright. Is there anybody waiting on me? I hope that guy's not waiting on me. Los Alamitos Tower, Cessna 30316, departing runway 22 right, Los Alamitos. We'll be departing to the east. Okay. coming forward. Once again, I'm not on the brakes, so I don't know why it takes full power to get moving. Alright, fuel pump is on, mixture is full rich. Go landing light on, nav light on, strobes on. Take a quick look out the left and right. There's nobody coming. We'll go 1 notch of flaps for takeoff. And takeoff trim is set. Transponder. Coming to Alt and VFR. Alright, let's go. Off the brakes, coming forward. Once again, it takes full power to get rolling. 2-2 right. That is definitely what they said in the ATIS. Although I wrote down 2-6. But that doesn't exist here. Okay. All the way to the firewall, we get above 2350 RPM. Airspeed's alive. Engine pressures, temperatures in the green. Airspeed's above 40. We're committed. We're halfway down the runway. We're at 55 and we'll pull.
Transporter, good flight.
Off the ground. Alright, looking for a climb at 79. Wow, we're heavy. Climbing slowly. If we had an engine failure, we got fields right out to the left and out to the right, even though we're only at 400. Probably couldn't make it back to the airport from here, but we can make those fields. Normally we climb at 79. Engine temperature is getting up there, so we'll monitor that. We might have to drop the nose, but I just want to get some distance off the ground. Alright, we're at 700. I'm going to start a turn to the right. We still see Fullerton there, so we're going to need to avoid that. Oh, I turned into Long Beach's class Delta. I didn't even see that. So technically we just busted their airspace, just barely. Keep the climb going. We need to avoid that TFR over Disney. Alright, let's contact SoCal approach 121.3.
Water 169. Mark 169, Los Angeles, climate tank level 230.
SoCal approach, Cessna 30316, VFR request.
VFR request, what position?
Cessna 30316 is approximately 1 mile east of Los Alamitos, looking for VFR advisories to Corona.
30316, squawk 5111 ident.
5111 ident.
And what's the call sign? Was it 30316?
30316, Cessna 23. Apologies, it's 38316.
This is 38316. Do you want 38316 or 30?
Yeah, I'll stick with 38.
Or 38316, roger. Ready to contact over Seal Beach. John Wayne Alton for 29905.
29905. Wow, this is a mess. Doesn't help.
Approach, bearing 20 Bravo, established final approach course, RNF 30 into Long Beach.
Alright, 2,500 is good enough to get some airspeed so we don't overtemp these engines.
Say again? Bearing 280 Bravo, we're established on the final approach course into Long Beach. 280 Bravo, contact Long Beach Tower 119.4. 119.4 Long Beach Tower, 280 Bravo.
Jeez. My fiance just walked in and scared the crap out of me. Cockpit distractions.
Santa Barbara approach, November 407 Charlie Hotel, 4000 requests. VOR Alpha approach via Morro Bay, full approach, San Luis Obispo. The Hotel Cross, Morro Bay, 4000 clear VOR Alpha approach, spec circle runway 29er. Clear VOR Alpha approach, spec circle runway 29er, 407 Charlie Hotel.
Okay. We're gonna keep going with this climb until we get to 3,500 because we do have some mountains ahead of us. We're up with approach, so we're cleared through the Charlie. Oh, you know what? We're flying through that damn TFR. Wonder what the information about that TFR was. Up to 3,000, so we're above it right now. We're okay. We probably busted it. Wasn't on my map, so I wasn't thinking about it. So up at altitude here, the frames look good. 37 frame.
Kodiak San number Mike on the ground at Christie Airstrip, Charlie Alpha 97, Alpha to Long Beach Airport. Flogger 169, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62. Yeah, 722, contact Los Angeles Center 1. United 720, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Alright, we're going to enable the autopilot here. We're going to put it into heading mode. And we're going to have it
169, Los Angeles, climb maintain level 310.
hold us on 3,500.
Yeah, 722 Los Angeles Center, Palmdale altimeter is Niner. 719 Mike, Santa Barbara approach. Clear to Long Beach Airport via Ventura.
This is Victor 299, Los Angeles. Victor 23, Seal Beach. Direct. Maintain 7,000. Departure frequency is going to be with Point Mugu approach 124.7. Squawk 7172, hold for release.
Clear to Long Beach Airport. Direct to Ventura VR, then Victor 299er. Sorry, please stand by.
Yeah, 722, we'll get you down in time. Contact Point Mugu approach, correction, contact Joshua approach 1261. All right, there's 719er Mike. It's not direct. It's via Ventura, so how you get there is up to you. Victor 299, Los Angeles.
All right.
Lima Alpha X-ray.
Sorry about all that, but
Victor
at least now you're looking at the frame rates.
Sierra Lima, India. Stand by. Hold your read back.
Still at 3,500.
Clear 22, with you 11,000, we have an automated weather request a visual for 26.
Victor 299er, Los Angeles.
Yeah, 722, Josh, approach flighting 0603, 7,000, active vision approach runway 26, the Mojave altimeter 3000.
Departure
Yeah, you're being step on United 722 SIG.
7, squawk 7172.
719er Mike, if the controller says standby, hold your read back, then that means standby, don't say anything. You just blocked me and the pilot. Standby. United 722 flighting 0702, maintain 7,000.
I love PilotEdge. So funny.
Okay, thank you, 070 to maintain 7,000, United 722.
All right, so
Vector vision approach runway 26, Mojave
we're coming up on the Class C. We got 5 miles to go. We're going to need to make sure that we're below 2,700.
26 approach, United 722.
So we can give it another minute, and then we'll start our descent.
Roger, cleared visual approach.
We're up, although we're up with SoCal, so we're fine.
I did not say the word cleared. Expect visual approach.
Okay, sorry you're breaking up, but I understand. Expect visual approach 26, United 722.
Looks like these mountains are not in our way.
SoCal approach, this is Kodak 719, clear to Long Beach Airport via Ventura VR.
So we're at our cruise altitude. We've been here for a little while, so technically we could do fuel pump off and mix and lean the mixture, but now we're getting ready for our descent, so we're going to go full rich and fuel pump on.
Is Point Mugu, 124.7, squawk 7172, 19 Mike. Hold for release.
We can start a slow descent.
I said standby. I said standby once. You blocked the pilot. You blocked me. Then I came back and said, hey, you blocked us. Stand by. That means don't say anything. And then you just keyed up and started transmitting again. Stand by. Charlie Hotel, contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
Over to Tower 124.0. Thanks for your help. 407 Charlie Hotel.
Want to make sure he wasn't yelling at me. I didn't think he was here yelling at me. I wasn't holding my push to talk, unless I was hot micing. Not hearing him again now, so I don't think it was us.
Walker 169, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
All right, and we'll request a...
Airport, 9 o'clock and 5 miles port site.
Airport inside United 722.
United 722, clear visual approach, runway 26.
Clear visual approach 26, United 722. Thank you.
38316, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
38316, can we actually frequency change VFR for Corona Municipal?
38316, radar service terminates, squawk exchange approved.
VFR, have a good day. All right, and Corona is, so we're down below 27, so we're clear of the Charlie. We're going to slow down a little bit because we're coming in hot.
169, Los Angeles, Roger.
And we need to call them on 1227.
Clear to Long Beach Airport via Ventura VR, then.
All right, 1227. Corona Municipal, Cessna 30316, approximately 3 to the west, inbound for landing, requesting traffic advisories, runway heading, Corona. Yep, so we're still well below the, give it some power now that we're well below. So they have an east to west runway there, Corona, 07 and 25. All right, we didn't get a updated weather, but we saw that it was variable when we took off, so we're just going to call this a right base to final. We don't want to get too far below that, so we need to be at 1500 for traffic pattern altitude. Start a turn here. Corona Municipal, Cessna 30316 is on a right base landing to the east, Corona. That looks like an airport there. We're going to do a notch of flaps. Yep, there it is. I don't know why this thing's not turning. Okay, power's coming back. That was not a nice approach into there. Let's see if we can drop it in here. 2 notches, let's go 3 notches, full flaps. And we're gonna go a full slip. Speed looks good, we're looking fine. Slipping it all the way on.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the next parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Brakes, start our turn off. No approach plate to here. I see aircraft ahead of us. We're gonna go over there. Taxiway's clear. Clean up the flaps. Trim is still set for takeoff for when we're ready to go again. We're not going to need refuel again. I think we're going to call this good right here. I wonder if they'll hot defuel us. All right, parking brake's coming on.
From dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Sweet. They're unloading while we're running. That's great. Now we'll do our flight plan for the next route. 38316. 3172. Slant. Golf. 120. We're at KAJO. Going to KONT. 3000. Right. Three 316. Okay, so next thing, we're going to want to take off, and we said we're going to contact approach right after the takeoff, because before we can, so we got to watch out for this Delta Chino north of us and this Delta Riverside. I wonder if we can get Ontario ATIS from the ground here. It's probably not very realistic, but we're going to do it. 12425. And the only reason I'm doing it is because in the air we would have 2 radios. We wouldn't need to worry about off tuning.
Arriving and departing
Transporter,
runway 26
another
left.
cargo mission
ILS
well done.
runway
Thanks and
26
see you
left
soon.
approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Runway
They promoted us.
26 right close. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact to have
26.
information alpha. Ontario International Airport. ATIS information alpha. 1753 Zulu. Windcom. Visibility 6. Haze. Sky condition. Clear. Temperature 2.
Okay, so we're expecting runway 26. So if that's the case, yeah, let's take off. The wind's calm, they said. So we're going to take off to the west from here. I'm sorry, to the east. That way, yeah, we're coming in just like this. So let's get moving, Corona. We're going to call Corona on 1185. And then when we're off, we're going to call SoCal approach. One 1354. Okay, we got that set. We're still squawking VFR. And I think, let's check what we have for fuel. Fuel tanks left and right, still half full. So we got plenty of fuel. This is just a short leg, 10-minute trip or so. Yeah, 10 miles. Okay, take a quick look around us. We got nobody around, so we'll make a call. 1185 is what we're on. We're going to be taxiing to take off of 7. Corona Municipal Airport. Cessna 38316 is going to be taxiing for departure runway 7, Corona. Okay.
No, 316, you're transmitting on Chino Tower frequency. Check your radios.
Will do, thank you. Chino Tower. Oh, shit. Oops. 1227. 22. Come on, what the heck was that? I don't know if I just hit something on the keyboard and crashed my air manager. 1227. Yeah, that was an oops. 122. Seven. And after we're off, I think I just messed with my radios. We're going to contact 1354. Okay. 1227 is Corona Municipal, not Chino. Corona Municipal, Cessna 38316, taxiing for departure runway 7, Corona. Coming forward. Off the parking brake. Boost pump is on, mixture's full rich. We're squawking alt and 1200. Take this taxiway here. We'll do 1 notch of flaps for the takeoff. Actually, I'm going to keep it clean while we're taxiing. Alright, landing light is on, taxi light is on while we're taxiing. Probably a little faster than a brisk walk on this taxi. Need to get that map back up before we go anywhere. Looks like it crashed. Let's view as well. Like we should make sure we're still connected here. Yeah, we are. Right, we got the map back up. Nothing to look at there. And we got nobody coming, so we're taking. Corona Municipal, Cessna 30316, departing runway 7, departure to the north, Corona. Okay, coming forward. Parking brake is off. Boost pump. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Air manager just crashed again. Don't know what that's all about, but that's new. That's never happened to me before. Literally, the entire time I've been flying this simulator, Air manager has never crashed like that. Let's try again. Do 1 notch of flaps for the takeoff, and we're coming forward. Alright, even though we can't land on this, we can use it for our takeoff. Not that we have a whole lot of it that we're on here, but we're going to treat this like a short field. So we got 1 notch of flaps in. We're going to go full forward with, or 2,000. Temperatures, pressures are good. Release, full firewall. We are off the brakes. 2350 RPM. Alright, airspeed's alive by midfield. We're at 40. We know we're still heavy. There's 50. There's 55. Let's rotate. Climbing out at VX. Try to clear some terrain here without getting too slow. We're going to keep the climb going at VX for a little while. We know we can't climb above 2700. We got plenty of space before that becomes an issue. Can get ATIS one more time real quick. 124.25, just because we're not talking to anybody here at Corona.
All runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Bravo.
Bravo.
Ontario International Airport. ATIS information. Bravo. 1853 Zulu. Wind variable at 3. Visibility 7. Sky condition clear. Temperature 29er. Dew point 14. Altimeter 29er 4. Arriving and departing runway 26 left. Visual approaches in use. ALS runway 26 left approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Runway 8 left 26 right closed. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Bravo.
All right, Bravo. And we said we're going to contact SoCal on 135. I don't know why I keep messing with these radios. I keep messing with my standby frequency instead of the other one, and I'm all over the place. 1354. And after that, we're going to want to talk to tower on 120.6. One 354. Right, we'll make a call. We're at 2,000. Climbing for 2,500. SoCal approach, Cessna 38316, approximately 5 miles east of Chino, VFR for landing at Ontario, with information Bravo.
We're 38316, SoCal departure, squawk 6465.
6465, 38316. 6465.
The 38316, try to contact 2.5 miles north of Paradise.
Paradise. Cessna 38316. North of Paradise.
316, contact Ontario Tower 120.6.
Ontario Tower 120.6, Cessna 38316. 120.6. Ontario Tower, Cessna 38316 for landing.
Cessna 38316 Ontario Tower, join the left base, runway 26 left, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Left base for 26 left, clear to land, 26 left, Cessna 38316. Alright, so let's keep the speed up. We don't need to climb any further. We do have the runway environment in sight. Let's try to turn that way. Right, and we'll make sure everything's set for the landing. Mixture's full rich, fuel pump is on, landing lights on. You can take that taxi light off. Oh, we never cleaned up our flaps. That's why we're moving so slowly. Oh, and we were flying in our flap speed. Stressing the aircraft, that's good. Wow. That's unreal. Never had an issue with this. Alright, we're looking for 26 left. Start our descent, start our slow. Alright, we're looking good. We're on our left base. One notch of flaps, we're in our flap speed. 2 notches of flaps. Go 3 notches of flaps. Outer beacon sound. Yeah, we're high, so we're gonna slip it on again. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, we'll start to shallow out without ballooning completely up. Nice porpoise down the runway. Okay, and we'll turn off to the left. Taxiway looks clear. We're clear. And we'll switch over to ground. Actually, we gotta call Ontario Tower, Cessna 38316, clear of 26 left. I'd like to taxi for parking.
38316, taxi at park at ESCR, monitor ground, have a wonderful day.
VSC area will monitor ground. Thank you, U2, 38316. Okay, and ground is 1219. One 219's in there. We'll clean up the aircraft. Flaps coming up. Trim for takeoff. Landing lights coming off. Taxi lights coming on. We can take the strobes off. Right.
San Louis Tower, Golf Bravo CSO Charlie, 10 miles east to request full stop landing.
Taxiway's all clear.
Romeo.
Let's start moving to the ramp. Can take the fuel pump off as well. So debrief of the system. Some new things that we noticed.
904 Delta, I probably was calling Santa Maria ground for taxi. Say again the direction of flight and advise your flight.
The fact that Air Manager keeps crashing. That was one of the new things we did, is we downloaded an update to Air Manager. So I don't know which one it is, the Air Manager update or the Sim Update 5 for Flight Simulator. But my setup is not liking one of those things. Let's see if we can find some refuel. We'll shut down another refuel. I think that's what we're looking at here. Car is cutting in front of us. Nice.
San Louis Tower, Golf Bravo CSO Charlie, request full stop with Romeo.
I didn't see any refuel over there. That's
Golf
right.
Bravo Sierra
Off
Charlie,
here.
San Luis Tower, make straight in runway 29 and report 3 mile final. Thanks for Romeo.
Oh, maybe there's the fuel over there. Come on. I'm telling you, this thing, full freaking power to taxi.
Golf Bravo CSO Charlie,
Yeah,
3
and it
miles.
stops out of nowhere. Alright, parking brakes coming on.
CG correction, GBSSC, make straight in runway 29er.
Avionics off. Mixture.
Now.
Master switches. And the mags.
Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie, you said you're 3 miles out now.
What's up with this thing? Wow, we had to reactivate
Golf Bravo CSO
this.
Charlie, that is correct.
Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie, thank you, runway 29er, clear to land.
That's annoying.
Clear to land, runway 29er, Golf Bravo CSO Charlie.
I wonder if we just start the aircraft.
Okay.
That's unbelievable. So we just learned something about NeoFly. Stacked missions, it doesn't automatically fly both missions. So let's turn the masters back on, mixture full rich, fuel pump on, crack the throttle, parking brakes on, we're on the brakes. Yeah, we're not at the right airport according to this thing, so it's not going to do it for us. Wow. That's super frustrating. Well, we're already here, so we're not going to do it again. Maybe, yeah. Okay. Avionics are off, mixture is off, master switches, and the mags. So, debriefing number 2 is NeoFly didn't activate the second leg of our flight. I thought that's a bummer. Anyways, yeah, so we'll have to see what the story is with Air Manager crashing. I'll have to do some looking, some Googling and see if anybody else is having that issue, or I can try tuning down my graphics settings a little bit. Maybe it was just overtasking the CPU and the CPU couldn't keep up. I don't know. So I'll probably do both of those things. Anyhow, we are an hour and 20 minutes into this video. I hope this was helpful. If anybody's interested in building a 5-monitor flight simulator, 3 scenery monitors, 2 instrument panel monitors with the Alpha, the Honeycomb Alpha, Bravo, Logitech pedals, and a Knobster. Now you have a good idea of what you're looking at for frame rate on a slightly tuned down Ultra Graphics settings with Sim Update 5. So hope this is helpful. If you don't have a simulator like this and you're not even interested in building one, I hope the content was enjoyable. An hour and 20 minutes of me fumbling through these systems. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.